And the last thing I suppose we should do is to slope it. So to do the sloping, what we do is you pick on here and then click on there. And then we go over to here, hover, and then tab and pick. So we just pick this leg, right? Watch. Pick on here, hover over here, tab, pick. Tab on the keyboard. We'll take that main trunk and we'll say add slope. And it's going to say, okay, which system? Sanitary 1. And then it's going to show you which way it's sloping. At 1%, you can change your percentages, etc. And then you hit finish. It looks like you see this one here. It not crazy about maybe, I don't know if it picked that up because it's on, maybe that's on Sanitary 2. In fact, I think it is. The slope that you specified could not be applied to this pipe because check the items that connected to it. So maybe it might not have met that perfect 1% slope, but that's okay. It's just a warning. It's allowing you to do it. But for the most part, it has taken that pipe and sloped it. If you take your view cube and look at it this way, you'll see that it is providing that sloping for us. And if we go to the front, we can see that it's adding slope in there. Let's try adding a reference plane here. Let's go reference plane. It's not letting us. We need to be in an elevational view here, but you can see maybe we could have added a more drastic slope on there, but that's adding in that sloping pipe for us by doing that. Now let's undo that back. Well, a little bit too far. What would happen? First of all, I noticed that I don't know why this one is on System 2. And if you pick on here, Sanitary, you'll notice it is Sanitary 2. So we should change that to Sanitary 1. So let's do this. And that's because this, just the way this project was set up ahead of time. So let's go in here and let's grab, using a shift button, let's grab those objects first of all. And let's change them to be, let's just grab the pipe then. I think the fixture adopts the pipe system. So I'm going to change this to be Sanitary 1. That's the first thing we're going to do. Now, what would happen if we were to grab, let's grab this, tab, and then tab to pick that. And then after, use the control button and add these guys in. Okay, using my control button on the keyboard. Okay. And now what if I go and say slope? This might work better. 1% looks good. Hit finish. This is the way we're draining. And still giving us a little warning about slope, but I think that's okay. Now, do we have two pieces of pipe in here? What's this? Click and delete that. I don't know what that was. So you can see there's my sloping pipe. You can kind of see that. Let's swivel around here. Let's go to this side. Be able to see that. You can see that if I go square on. You can see each pipe is sloping just slightly at 1%, zigzagging its way down to that point. So I think it worked better. And this, look at here, it's got extra little pipes that got put in there. I'm not sure what happened if I did that myself by mistake or that sloping pipe thing did it. But so to do the sloping, once again, pick on an object, then tab to the other end, and then pick. That's what you want to slope. So that's when you hit the slope. But what we did was we also used a control button and we added these guys in here. Okay, you don't have to pick the verticals. And also we noted that for whatever, this connector went to Sanitary 2 instead of Sanitary 1. Okay. If you want to remove the slope, what you do is you go in here and you say slope, and then you set it back to be 0. And then you have to hit finish. And then it'll flatten it all out. Okay, if that's the case, now you're back to being flat again. And once again, tab, tab, tab. Oh, let's try it again. First, you pick it. I forgot to pick it. Pick it first. Hover, tab, pick. and then use your control button to pick these extra pieces. And then you just have to say, oh, is there extra pipes in there? See, there is. So let's fix that. And figure out why it's adding extra little pieces of pipe in there. Click, hover, tab, click. The hover tab click takes a little bit of practice. I once had a student that just couldn't learn that. Now I've got all my pipes. Now I can go back. So to remove the slope, you have to set them all back to 0. Go back in and add in my 1%. Finish it. And we've got our wonderful sloping sanitary pipe. So with our little warning, and that's where our extra pipe seems to get put into, by the way. So we'll grab on here and delete these little extra pipes. Have to figure that out. And we'll come back and do our hot and cold water runs in our next couple videos.